Hey everybody. So I'm a huge, music fan. I'm a huge, hip hop music fan. And, one thing I've noticed when I was thinking about my, huge music CD collection, because I bought a lot of hip hop music CDs like a long time ago. And, one thing I've noticed is that in the 90s, you could almost close your eyes and go to the hip hop rap section at a CD store. That was when, CD stores were open back in the days. And you could almost close your eyes and just pick up a CD off the shelf and just open your eyes. And it was a classic. And it just, it just makes me think, that even though, musicians have all of this technology and all of this stuff where you can, change this and all of these, things where you can, just do a bunch of things in the studio, that nothing beats those old, hip hop records from the 90s. And, if you listen to Gangstar, if you listen to, Nas and Illmatic, if you even listen to Jay-Z, if you listen to, some of the Wu-Tang Clan, singles and, the albums from different members of the Wu-Tang Clan, like that stuff was just classic. And a lot of those CDs from the 1990s, I mean, people now talk about, albums today and, oh, this album is so great. But I mean, those albums were truly amazing. They were classic. I mean, if you think about it, you could start from track one and then basically listen to the whole entire CD without skipping a song. And that's rare. I mean, nowadays there's one song you like or maybe five and then the rest of the CD you don't like. But back then, it's 14 tracks that were just amazing. And it seemed like artists back then took their time making music. They cared about, their craft. They took time writing the lyrics. And now it's just like, well, let me make something real quick and throw it on SoundCloud. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think if artists took time making music and making classic records, the music industry would be so much better. But it took me back, when I was thinking in my mind, it took me back to that era where you could just, anything from the 90s was basically just good. Not saying every album, but there were so many albums from the far side and just different groups from the East Coast, the West Coast that put out such amazing, albums. And now, person puts out an album that's classic every once in a while. But before, the competition, I guess, was just so high that you had to be on your A game when you were going to release some music. And so, again, just thinking about music and looking at, some videos on YouTube, it really took me back to me, it was the last probably decade of great hip hop music. And I'm not saying that there aren't good hip hop artists now, but everything on the radio, even radio hits back then were good. And so, in the comment section, just let me know how you feel. Are you somebody that grew up in the 90s and listened to hip hop music? And what do you think is, how would you rate hip hop right now? Like, is hip hop good? Is it bad? What hip hop albums are you listening to? Like, what are your thoughts on just hip hop in the 1990s? Thank you.